Hello. What's happening? It's Randy Randall, guitar player. I'm gonna play some songs. I took a poll and not a poll, but asked for suggestions what songs to play. So I got a bunch here. I wrote down a bunch here. I don't know if I'm gonna get to all of them today. Definitely some of them I had to go back to a ways and find how to play them. But this first one, Secret Swamp, I can play pretty well. We played that on the last tour a bunch. I'm gonna maybe try to do these every Thursday if you guys want. It'd be kind of fun to do. I can go through pedals, do a pedal board rundown. You can see different things, but yeah, let's get into it. So first song is called Secret Swamp off of Snares Like a Haircut. I'm going to run through the song and then I'll come back and break down the parts for it and kind of show you guys how they go. And if you have any questions, you can just ask. So the first, this goes, no, that's not how it goes. Let me see if I can get, so you can see the guitar in there. All right, so okay, here we are. So you can see this. Part of the song. I flubbed it on the solo there in the middle. It does the verse again, and then it does this turnaround. To end it out. So that's Secret Swamp from Sounds Like a Haircut. Main idea, start with, you're doing big cowboy chords here. We're doing, if you can see these here, that's a G. So we're just doing G's to A minor. So G major, A minor. D minor to A there. That's going to your intro. G to A minor, D minor, A minor, and then we're into the song. We're just doing big cowboy open chords. C to G. Then we're gonna do set the 8th fret on B. So you know you're doing your D minor, then you pick your pinky up and put it on the B string on the 8th fret. And then yeah. So that's the main riff there, and then the turnaround comes to A major. The A major to A minor, just picking up that ring finger. And then the turnaround is this funny, weird shaped thing that starts with my pinky up here on the low E string on was this 7, 9, 10. We're kind of doing this. So it's an E minor 7th. So on your low E string, you're doing 9, 10 down to 7, 10 to 7, into that big one there. So that's kind of the main riff there. And then finish off with a D. Back to there. So that's kind of the main riff, and then there's a middle breakdown. We're just kind of doing bar chord on F. And these are just the kind of hammer-on Cs. Hammer on to C and then up to G there. That kind of A suspended, and then we do the kind of solo thing where I'm just running through hammer-ons from C major to D minor, C major to D to A minor, and then I do that wacky solo that I flubbed. You're sliding on your D string from 5 to 7, then immediately drop down to the G on your fifth fret. They're going to bend on that. So it's basically 5/7 on D and G. And then back into the song. So wait, someone wants to be requested to be in a live video? Mia Schroeder, I don't know how to request. I don't know what to do to put you in the video. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? So that's, yeah, that was. I'm looking through. So that's Secret Swamp. It's kind of fun. The next one is a song that was requested called Valley Hump Crash. It's off of Everything in Between. We definitely have not played that song probably since, I don't know, 2012. It's a little bit of a softer song. If you guys don't know it, I'll play through it and then kind of go through and show the chords. If you guys have questions, definitely ask me. And then after I get done playing it, I can kind of, show you what I'm doing. I hope this makes sense. I hope this works here. I'm kind of playing it like a kind of a fancy flamenco person. Normally the guitar's way down here, but I figured you couldn't want to see what the hands are doing. So let's do Valley Hump Crash. I'll probably do about 4 of these, and then maybe next time we'll do it again. Okay, so Valley Hump Crash is. Let's clean it up a little bit. back to the beginning. Then the turnaround goes into this kind of ender part. That's the big gist of it. What was I say? Surprising how simple so many of the chords are. It sounds so much more. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. I definitely did not go to school. I didn't do much. There's a lot of just playing around. Yeah, I mean, these are all just kind of riffs on other songs, other ideas. A lot of chord playing around. Usually trying to be as loud as I can. This is kind of quiet here, so hopefully let me know if it sounds okay. But the gist of this song, I mean, this was definitely a song that was inspired by the Go-Betweens. I think that was kind of the working title of this song for a long time, was just Go-Between song. And it was something that Dean was really stoked on at the time. And so we listened to a few songs and Streets of My Town and things. So we were trying to play something in the style of Go-Betweens. How would we make a Go-Betweensy sounding song? So the first part of it is we're going to go D to A to B minor, with then a hammer on the high E string on the 5th fret, the A note. So we get it in there. So it's really just D D A. And then that B minor with the hammer on the high E string. We're leaving that in that kind of that B minor 7th to ring out. And then when it starts, if I was smarter, I'd be able to tell you exactly what this note is. Sounds pretty. It's gonna so it's on the D string. 7th fret, G on 6th, and then B on 7th. So kind of, and then you can have the open A there. And keep that same chord shape and just bring it all the way down to D on 2, G on 1, B on 2. So you're moving it where you're on the 7th fret down to the 2nd fret. And then back to that B minor to the A. So, yeah. Thank you. It's a 6. Thank you, Dave Simeon. I know you would be able to tell me what these chords are. What, a 6 what? Tell me that. And then you would end it with the B minor into the A. That's the main riff, and then we go into the kind of breakdown chorusy part. Is then that's just bar chords for G and F. It goes water and transplants, overwhelming. Back to that B minor. Water in my soul. Then the A, then F to, or I'm sorry, then C to finish it off. So. They're back into then in that chorus. That repeats that again. Last time when it does this bridge, you're going to do that A to C 3 times. And then we're going to walk up here to then the E bar chord with the low E ringing out, and we're just going to be moving your pointer finger down from the 7th fret to the 6th, and then again here, then we'll move everything down to the D, and then move your finger from the 5th fret down to the 4th, and then bring it back at the end. So that's that part at the end, the Catalina Take My Hand part. Sound like that if you palm muted it. And then the B to A, kind of finish off those runs. So it's. That is Valley Hump Crash. I've not played that for a long time. It was fun getting all these suggestions of songs to play. Maybe it's something we could play on tours coming up. I shared them with Dean. He's like, ooh, that'd be fun. So that's Valley Hump Crash. Any way to watch from the start? Yeah. So I'm gonna save this one. We're going live now, and then I'll save this, and I'll see if I can post it as a highlight under our thing. So if you're just joining in, you can jump in, and then you can watch the beginning until you catch back up. No, okay. Someone's asking if I've done Everybody's Down. I can do Everybody's Down real quick. It was an early song we made. It's really one riff with a turnaround, but I'll show you exactly how I played it. So it's. This makes me laugh thinking about it. So it's a C sharp power chord, and then you're just going to be doing the hammering on. So your ring finger on the 9th fret of the low E string, and then press all those down, bar chord it on the 9th fret, or at least the first 2, and then you're going to be hammering on from 9 to on to 11. So it's from 9 to 11 while you're playing these. So it's really just these 2. You're doing. But so you just have 9 on your low E and your A, and then you're just taking that ring finger and putting it up and down on 11 of A's. You climb the amp, like our good friends at ZT Amplifiers would say, you climb the amp stack while that's being looped out and you're feeding back, and then you try your best to launch yourself off the top of that amp without killing yourself or anyone else. It was a funny story. We played this at Coachella, and I had my brother on the back of the stage, and his one job was to hold the amps because they had them on risers, on wheels, so they could get loaded bands on and off easier. So I was climbing this amp stack, and I was like, but it's on wheels. I don't want everything to go shifting around. So his job was to hold the riser and all the amps, so I could climb this thing. And then, so it's looping, and then you look over at Dean, wait for him to come back in, and as soon as he puts his hands up like this, like he's gonna hit it, you go jumping off, and then come sailing down. And then after however long you do it, then this is the ugliest chord ever. It's just it's a G flat with the other harmonic 9th, So just this real ugly chord here. So instead of doing the harmony, instead of doing the octave, the G flat, you do the one fret up, and then the A, B, back up to your C sharp. So that's really that song in a nutshell. Yes, they jump off the amp trick. But I think that was definitely part of how you have to play that song. The song definitely never feels the same if you don't jump off the amps for it. Okay. So I was going to try to do another older one that someone had requested. It was a song Jeanie that was off of the Losing Feeling EP. I'll do 2 or 3 more songs and then we'll wrap it up, and maybe I could do this again next week. I think that'd be kind of fun. But Jeanie is a slower song that Dean and I wrote in 2009 and recorded it at a studio we had here downtown. But we never played it live that often because it's a weird song. So I'll play through it and then I'll kind of walk through it. And again, I may need some help, Dave Simeon from the Daydreams, to walk through. Maybe you can notate these lessons and actually explain what these things are called. So I'll play through it and then we'll talk it through. It up. Yeah, so that's the gist of that song. There's some solos that were kind of played and it's sampled. That's what are people saying? Yeah, definitely Weirdo Ripper's gear breakdown. That'd be really fun. I could go through, but we have a bunch of old gear that we still use. All right. Yeah, we played Jeanie in San Diego a while back. Let's see. Gear breakdown. Yeah, why don't we do next week? Same time, noon, Thursday. I can walk through some gear, some pedals, what I use now, what I used to use. So the song Jeanie, it's this kind of the G shape. We're gonna go with low E string on the 3rd fret, and then ring finger on the B string, also on the 3rd fret. And then for that first riff, we're going on the G string open, and then we're doing 2nd fret to 4th fret. So low E on the 3rd fret, B on the 3rd fret, and then on the G, you're going from 2 to 4. And feel free to let that D in the middle ring out. And then once the riff starts, you're doing that same thing, the G, so 3rd fret for low E and B, and then ring finger up on the G on the 4th fret. And that kind of form, you know, it looks like similar to a G bar chord, but you're omitting the A and the D strings. So you're just you're letting that middle D just stay open and ring out. And so it's kind of, so it's a G major form, but you have that D in the center there. And then we're gonna walk that up or slide it up to what is this, your 7th or 8th. So keeping that same form, then just your ring finger coming up to the 8th fret. So, and then move it down a half step to the 7th fret, but instead of having that ring finger out there, you're going to put them both flat. So we're going to be everything on 7, all with leaving that D open in the middle. So now you're walking. There's a way better way for you to see where all the fingers are. And this last one, then you're going to move down to the 5th fret with both fingers flat like that, but you can actually do a, you're kind of doing a 4 to 5 on the G string. So let's see. So one of the reasons I could never get this just right. I did an overdub on it when we recorded it, and live I just felt like I was flubbing these. So it's your low E is on the 5th fret, and then the G string is up on the 4 and 5, and then back down to your G where you started. Part, same shape. You walk all the way up to 10. So it's same shape of 10 on the low E, 10 on the B, and then your ring finger is on 11 on the G, and then back to that B. So the low E is on the 7th fret, and then your G is also on the 7th, and the B is also on the 7th. So, and then you do a half step up where you normally start that verse riff. I think you just do that flat. Then on the 5. That's the E. 5th fret, G 5th fret, B 5th fret. Walk back to the intro. Yeah, hope these kind of make sense. That's the main gist of that one. There's a breakdown thing that I didn't do very elegantly. So those are those ones. Let's see, where are we at? G. Someone's asking for Brain Burner. That's here on the list. We got Brain Burner. There's a few others I can come back with next week. I won't keep you guys too long. But yeah, let's do Brain Burner and then Teen Creeps. That was the other one that people had requested. So we'll start with Brain Burner, and then I'll do Teen Creeps after. Sound good? So Brain Burner is a funny one. I wrote this riff staying at our friend Chris Tipton and Claire Tipton's house in London when we were on tour with Mika Miko. Everybody was still asleep on the floor, and I couldn't sleep. I walked out with my guitar to their stairs and was just kind of messing around. I remember Jennifer from Mika Miko and was playing a lot of Fleetwood Mac in the van, so there was definitely Fleetwood Mac kind of vibe out there. Yeah, I'm gonna save this video, so this will be up on our highlights under lessons, and we'll keep doing it. But anyway, so I was bleary-eyed, probably hungover, sleeping on the floor, sore in London, and I went out to the stairs and was thinking about Fleetwood Mac for no particular reason, but this was the riff. Oh no! that's the main idea behind that. I have no idea what that has to do with Fleetwood Mac at all. I think I was thinking a lot about it. Maybe it was the solo. Anyway, so the main riff, it's all going to be on the A string and the B string. And you're basically wherever you're. So the A string and the B string are either a full fret apart or half, or just one fret apart. So you start up here with 6 on the A string and 8 on the B string. And then you move down to 3 and 4. 3 and 4 on the A and the B, and then 1 and 3 on the B. 1 on the A, 3 on the B. And all the while you're letting the D and the G ring out in those, the middle ones. So that's, yeah. So those are those parts. It's it's kind of an A flat, C, and A sharp. And then the last, so do that 3 times, and on the 4th time, start back up here with your E flat, and then you go to your G. I'm sorry, you go to D. So your A string is on the 5th fret, and then your B string is going to be on your 6th fret, and then you move it down to C. So your A string is on the 3rd fret, your B string is on the 4th fret. So. A sharp power chord. So it's really just playing 2 strings. Yeah, all standard tuning. I think it's just letting those middle strings ring out. Having that open G and the D in there that kind of create this sort of strange sort of working part of it. For the solo, I do this E flat 6th, I believe. So it's going to be your A string 6, D string 8, G 7, B 8. So. Let that loop, and then the solo. So you start up here on your B string on 11. I don't really do many solos, but this is one of my first ones. But it was funny that the more we played it, Dean would play it faster, and so I'd have to try to go through this thing as fast as I could, and would usually biff it. So B 11 to B 8. Then you go to your G 10. G10 to G8. Jesus. Okay. So. And then So then you're on the G8, and then slide it down to 7. Then D10. So D10, do the quick one down to 8, and then A string on the 10th fret. So, so 6008. So it's not on the low E, it's on the A. So move up, so it'd be 0, 6, 0 0 8 0. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Maybe use your finger that's playing the sixth. Maybe mute that D string, so only the E. I'm sorry. So only the G is ringing out. I think if the D is open, if the D is open, it's going to sound gross. So with your finger that's doing the sixth fret, kind of mute it. Like just lay it. Don't press it all the way down on the D string. Just kind of have it sitting on it so it mutes it. Let's see, how do you hit that C bar chord so easily on Teen Creeps? That's what we're talking about. Okay, we can always come back to Brain Burner. Brain Burner is basically that riff and then that solo. But yeah, I would say strike what I said. Don't leave that D open. Kind of have your finger resting on it. What's the best way to show that? You're here. You're just kind of resting it. That's the D string below it. Mushy. Yeah. Yeah, if you leave the D open, it fucks it up. So definitely, yeah, just kind of lightly finger mute the D below it. So probably something I never thought about because I'm just lazy and fat fingered, and that's just how it turned out when I did it. So those are all those. And then, yeah, let's do Teen Creeps real quick. Teen Creeps, again, not super tough. It's you starting with your G bar chord. And here's that probably C chord, bar C chord you're talking about. And then so I bar the 7th fret, and then I make these fingers with my pinky, ring, middle finger to do this kind of C chord shape. With your pinky on the 10th fret of the A string, ring finger on the 9th fret of the D, and then the G is being fretted, is being barred down by the your main finger, your pointer finger on 7 here, and then your middle finger is on 8 on the B string. So then we're picking it up. We're picking up your middle finger, so you're going to go on the B string from 8 to 7, and then you're going to pick that pinky up off the top, off of your A string, and then you're going to put that down on the B string on 10. So. So the secret is really strong hand. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I think this is just playing every day for a long time. I think. I mean, I think if you can do your bar chord, you're doing an A. I'm sorry, you're doing your E format, right? So. I think it's kind of working that pinky a little bit. They're really kind of a nice thing to be able to do a bar C chord because it gives you a lot more options for things. But the idea, so you're just picking up your ring finger back and forth, letting it go from 8, the B string to go from 8 to 7, bring it back to 8, and then to pick your pinky off the A string and put that down on the 10. So. But in the beginning, I do this funny little riff, which, if you've ever been lucky enough to be at a show, I've messed up many times. So instead of going to the 10, you come down here to your high A on 10, and you do the high E on 10, down to 8 on the high E still, 7, and then 10 on the B. So instead of putting that pinky up on the 10 for that intro part, it's so high E, 10, 8, 7, and then the low B on 10. Then back to your G. Part, we're going to go to the A major, and then we're going to kind of play with this with the D, the G and the B strings here. Or, I'm sorry, G and D. So we do a regular A bar chord. So on your G, you're on G 6, and then down here to D 6, 7. While these two are being on the your low E and your A are on the 5 and 7. That A form. And then you move here to C. So you're on A 3rd fret, D 5th fret, and then your pinky is also on the 5th fret. Or no, so your ring finger is on the 4th fret, and then put your pinky down on the 4th, so on the 4th to 5th. And then down here to your F, and the same thing, just moving that. So you're just kind of playing that D string on 2 to 3. Sorry. Sense. I think that kind of makes sense. So those are the main parts. Oh, and then we do a breakdown on that song, right? So that breakdown again, it's similar to the. Never mind, doesn't matter. It's just a to a D minor, and then take that whole D minor shape and move that up to. So the D minor shape, move that whole thing up to the 4th fret, and then after that D minor shape on the 4th fret. What do? We do a D on 5th fret, and then G on the 2nd fret, and then B also on the 5th fret. So yeah, so D on the 5th fret, G on the 2nd fret, B on the 5th fret again, and then back to our shape up here, that barred C-shaped chord, but barring on the 7th fret. Back to the intro part. Is there a riff overdubbed on that part? B, C, B, I'm not sure which part you're asking with the overdubbed part on. We can, yeah, definitely feel free to DM if you have questions to the No Age thing. I'll try to, get back to them throughout the week. Yeah, that's Teen Creeps. I'm going to save this and put it up on the highlights so you guys can check it out later. Yeah, let's do some more next week. I can do some gear rundown, show some old gear, new gear. I think Thursday at noon works for me. And then I'll put on the highlights. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Remember, we have a new record coming out June 5th on Drag City. It's called Goons Be Gone. Let your friends know. It's weird in this time. You know, we're all sort of quarantined and stuck inside. So hopefully there'll be a new record you guys can check out, and it'll be fun to hear. And then once we can get out on tour, we'll play these songs from the new record live, a whole bunch. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. And yeah, hit me up if you have any questions or any other songs you want to hear. But I got a whole list of other songs we can do for next week. Thanks. See ya. Bye.